Hello guys and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we bring you another matchup of the Lost Zone box that I have. One of the variants that I have, this variant that you're about to see, is playing with the Zero Aura and Snorlax against one of our local players. He's playing Rapid Inteleon again, so let's see how this matchup goes and see how we perform in it. Hopefully we do not make a lot of mistakes. Here we are calling the coin flips, and I know that on the last video I was playing up against the Regis, and the Regis had a path to the peak and I used Greninja like 2 times. I apologize for that. I was not paying attention. My opponent also wasn't. But no, if I play, I have to make sure that everything on board is correct, nice and dandy. Now let's see how this Rapid Strike shenanigan deck works. We're playing the Lost Zone, like I said, is very dangerous for my opponent. Ooh, he already passed. Like I said, it's very dangerous for my opponent to set up the Rapid Strike Inteleon because he has an ability that does double gunner. He can just discard a water energy. But look at that card. That hand looks very nasty. And we are doing here. Continuing with my conversation. If my opponent sets up the Rapid Strike Inteleon, we're gonna be in trouble because our Pokemons have only 70 HP. Very low. We don't have Pokemons with 200, 300 HP in this list. So he also is playing Yoga Loop, so that at one point that could be very, very dangerous if he sets up properly. But right now his hand is kind of doo-doo. Not quite good, but he has the option of using Keep Calling, setting up more Inteleons, even more. He could potentially have a Rapid Strike Inteleon at the bench, and also, you know, he can just start powering it up and start using his ability to like spread damage, and hopefully he can set up, you know, and do some good stuff. But right now, we are off to a good start. We play Colorless, we discard 2, put 2 cards in the Lost Zone, switching that Oranguru out of the active, and we're going for our first flower selecting. We're going up against Inteleon, so we need this Zero Aura here in the active. Let's go ahead and power it up. Now for next turn, all we need is an energy, and we're good to go. And then Oranguru, which is one of the most important cards to do, not like this, because we stacked the Colress so that we don't get this like hand disruption, but I got greedy and I started using another Lost Zone, another flower selecting to put 4 cards in the Lost Zone in total, which is not quite good. I would have preferred just to leave it like that, and then for next turn I can use flower selecting, scoop it up, and then promote something else, you know. If we get ourselves a Cramorant, we can start poking damage on this Sobbles. Since I know that he's not going to be evolving this active Sobble, he's going to go for the Keep Calling. We can take a cheeky knockout here, and also we want to get energies cards in the Lost Zone, at least 10, so that way Sableye can just come in and just take double knockouts on Sobbles, doing 60 damage here, 60 damage there, and then we can win the game faster. And then there it is, he's doing the Keep Calling, getting himself 2 Inteleon V and 1 Sobble for next turn. And now we top deck the Raihan, which is also pretty cool. Going ahead and deciding whether or not to play first the Colress or the flower selecting here. I think it doesn't matter at this point. That's pretty neato. We kind of need it, but at the same time, no, because we have to get out of the active spot. And then Colress to get 2 more, and looking at the top 5, which is dope. And there it is. We have ourselves another Mirage Gate, which we can just keep in hand. Another water energy. So good cards. And then I think that's like a second Raihan in hand. It will be, yeah. So it will be a second Raihan. We can use Greninja to discard that energy, draw 2 more cards. There's no path to the peak in this location, but we only draw water cards, so we're not going to be taking a knockout here. I should have just grabbed that quick ball. With that quick ball, I could have gotten the Cramorant. So that's a misplay on our end. We should have just gotten Cramorant, played the escape rope, and just start poking damage on one of the big guys. And then we already have 7 cards. Oh, well, we have the gate, so whoops, not so much of a misplay here. We're gonna be spreading the psychic energy into the Snorlax and the lightning into the Zeraora. The Zeraora is now active. We're gonna be only swinging 30 to the Sobble, but 30 times 2 because of weakness, we'll be able to take the knockout. Now we just have to play the escape rope and see what my opponent gives us. Because if he gives us the, most likely he's gonna give me the other Sobble, so I still don't know. Well, I could save the escape rope, so yeah, we're gonna be swinging for the knockout here, taking the putting one card in the, taking our first prize. He is promoting the other Sobble here. Ooh, but he has training core. He can get that energy from the discard pile, attach it into the active, and do one more keep calling. Because that hand looking rough, and we're lucky that my opponent is breaking this bad. Because if not, my opponent will just start setting up real good. Because that Alolan Vulpix also is problematic because it has an attack that you do, I think it is 160, but on your next turn, your opponent's, if your opponent's Pokemon has an ability, it can't attack the Vulpix. So it's like a defense against Pokemon that have ability, which is a very, very good card. You can pair it up also with Palkia and accelerate the energies with it, or Melanie, whichever is easier for you. Now our Snorlax is ready to go. We can even attach that choice to it. I don't think we want to do that because my opponent could have a Tool Scraper and get rid of it. And we're just going to be switching here into the Comfy. Flower selection again, keeping that Colress for sure. The Snorlax is already powered up. We don't need that much to it. And then at the same time, using Primate Wisdom to draw the top deck and save that Colress into the active, just in case if he plays a Marnie or draws a Marnie. And now we're going to be swinging for 180 and knockout. Flipping for slip. If you get one tails, it doesn't matter swinging the other one, like flipping the other one, because you're still asleep. You have to get heads, double heads, in order for the Snorlax to wake up. And now, let's see what he does. Attach energy. Oof, and again, keep calling. This is not good, but there it is. The Medicham. No, that's not Medicham. I think it is. Yeah, Medicham. I could be wrong. Yeah, yeah, I think it's Medicham, which has an attack that is called Yoga Loop. That if your opponent has 20 HP or something like that less, and you swing with the Yoga Loop and take a knockout, you take another turn. So very, very cheeky. Here, let's see. We got Temple of Sinnoh. We can use that to shut down my opponent's double energies, which is kind of cool. But at the same time, we'll be shutting ourselves down with this Snorlax. So it's a double-edged sword. We can also scoop it up, promote the Zeraora, bench the Cramorant that we have in hand, and swing with it. It's another choice, another option that we have here, so that we save this Zeraora, because we want to make sure we are hitting for weakness on this big boys. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going for. We could have just put the we could have retreated into the Comfy and then Flower Select, but we already have 12 cards in the Lost Zones, so I don't think is suboptimal to do it. And now doing the Oranguru, stacking the Clara on top of the deck, and then free retreat with the Zeraora, and then promoting the Cramorant, taking another knockout. And there it is, the Vulpix. It also has a free attack that allows you to, but that's only good for the Pokemon. So my opponent here is riding the struggle bus. Not that much he can do. He can just swing for the first attack, I think it is, on this Inteleon. I think it does only 40, but we have a scoop up in hand, so we can just scoop it up and take a knockout here for weakness. So that's another thing. And then he's gonna promote the yoga looping guy, so that way we don't hit it for weakness. And I think that's a pass. No. So he just gonna attach energy and pass. Not even bothering doing the yoga loop here. And like I said, we have enough. I think we have Echo Horn in deck, in hand also, so we can do Echo Horn, put the Sobble. Do we have it? I think we do. I don't know. No, we're just gonna go for the knockout here. No, not for the knockout, for 140 if I'm not mistaken. And then we can just scoop up this Cramorant and then hit this yoga looping guy for 60 in knockout, so that way we can take 60-60 knockout. But I don't think that's it, because I think this guy has I think this guy has 2. Oh no, yeah, because he has like 3 retreat costs. That's why he's discarding. Oh no, he has only 2 retreat costs, but Temple of Sinnoh is there, so you know he has to get rid of those 2. Now he promotes the Alakazam, and then we're just trying to figure out what the heck we're doing. We're getting Clara for just 2 energies. We don't have no Pokemons there, so just Clara for 2 energies, and then scoop it up. We can even not yet. Just double thinking here, because we hit them for 140. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that guy has 60 left. I could be wrong, because I don't know. I don't remember the HP amount on it. No, I do not. Let's see. So yeah, knockout on the Sobble, and then yeah. So now we have like game, because we only have like 2 prizes, and there's no way for my opponent to, yeah. Oof, that is rough. But if my opponent would have the perfect hand, not riding the struggle bus and none of that crap, I think we would have been a little bit in trouble. Because yes, we can swing for almost like 200 and probably 280 with Zeraora. But after that, he has the option to just evolve the Dressels, the Sobbles into the Dressel, get Sharon's, not Sharon's, but Cheryl. Play Cheryl, heal all the damage, and then attach the 2 energies, double gunner, spread damage, and you know, really bad. And then we just have to figure out how we're gonna get the Zeraora. We have Clara for recycling and not losing all the energies or the Pokemon. But after that, you know that your opponent is going to set up the Yogaloo play. So it's kind of effy also. So that's a good thing we managed to take the dub here, but at the same time it's bad because my opponent didn't set it up properly and didn't put us to sweat. That's gonna be it for this little mini video here. I got more, but the other ones are best of 3, so that's like a 30-minute talk that I had to do and walk through. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you all guys for the support and all my the 219 subscribers. Thank you, appreciate it. Keep if you're enjoying the content, subscribe, recommend to another Pokemon peeps, and you know. See you guys on the next one. Leave like, subscribe, and share. That's important. Share. Peace out. With